Welcome everybody, welcome to the channel. So in today's video I'll be showing you guys a cool scalping strategy that you can use in the booming crash market. So if you really want to make money in the booming crash market, right, make sure to watch this video until the end. Okay, so let's get started. So as you guys can see that I have three indicators on the chart, right? Now the two indicators is on my main chart right over here, okay, and then I have my other indicator between the RSI. Okay, so before I show you guys the parameters, right, of what you need for the strategy, I'm just gonna show you guys how this actually work, right? So let me just zoom out. You wanna make sure that the chart is zoomed out completely every time you use my strategies. Okay, so just check this out. So you guys can see that we have the Bollinger Bands at the bottom. So what were we supposed to do, right? We want to check if the Bollinger Bands at the bottom doesn't move, right? For example, we can see that this Bollinger Bands over here, right? Check this out over here, right? It doesn't move. Okay, and why am I saying it doesn't move is because when I zoom on my chart completely and drag the screen to the left and right, we can see that it doesn't move. Okay, so what you want to wait for is if you want to take an entry. Okay, you want to zoom in the chart. Okay, so you guys can see that I have a moving average, right, and I have my Bollinger Bands. So every time a crossover occurs, it's time for us to take an entry. For example, here's an entry: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles. Then we're out of the market. You only take 2 to 5. So check this out. Every time you see something like this, right, over here, that's an entry point. Remember this. Every time a crossover happens, it's time for us to take an entry, right? Now, it's super easy to use the strategy by the look of things. You guys can see, okay, right? So the first thing you want to do is you want to zoom out the chart completely, right? You want to look at the Bollinger Bands at the bottom. But if you want to do this strategy, if you want to use the strategy correctly, right, you need to make sure that the market is going in an uptrend. For example, over here, right, over here, the market was moving. Okay, let me just make this a little bit thicker. Let's make it 4 pixel. Done. Okay, we can see that there was a breakout over there, so that means the market went in the uptrend. So every time that when the market moves in the uptrend, okay, that is the time you should use the strategy on the 1 minute time frame. Okay, if the market moves in a downtrend, my advice to you guys is do not use the strategy because this is a scalping strategy, right? Now, if the market is moving in a downtrend, you must use a spike strategy. I have spike strategies on my channel. You might just go and look. Okay, so for example, we can see over here is another entry. Okay, check this out. The Bollinger Bands was at a 10 level, right? Zoom out, drag, doesn't move. Wait for the crossover. Let me just zoom in. Okay, here's our entry point. Okay, here's our entry point. You guys see that? That's our entry point. We only take 2 to 5 candles. Remember, it's very important to only take 2 to 5 candles because sometimes the market can spike down, and I don't want that to happen to you. Okay, so that is how you use the strategy on Crash 1000. And let me just show you how to use it on Boom 1000. And I'll show you guys the parameters. Then we're done with this video. Right? So we can see over here, right? The first thing we want to do is you want to go to the 1 hour time frame. Okay. So by the look of things, right? Let me just make this a bit thicker, so you guys can see properly what I'm talking about. We know for certain that the market is moving in a downtrend. What does that mean? It means that we can take a lot of entries. Okay, when the market's in a downtrend and Boom 1000, and when the market's in an uptrend and Crash 1000, it means that we can use scalping strategies. But vice versa, it means you should only take spikes. Okay, you should only get spikes. So you can see that the market is moving in a downtrend. Okay, here was the breakout. Right, check this out. Here's the breakout over here. There's the breakout. Okay, and when you see something like that, you go to the 1 minute time frame and look for entries. Right, so for example, the Bollinger Bands was at the 90 level over here. Okay, first confirmation. That's our first confirmation. Okay, check it out. We drag, doesn't move. What does that mean? It means that's our first confirmation, right? So check this out. Here's the crossover. Look at this. This is the crossover. As soon as the crossover happens, right? The crossover happens. You guys can see here's a small candle, right? This red candle. After the crossover happened, right? You take a sell, right? You take a sell. You only take 2 to 5 candles, then you're out of the market. So you keep on doing this, right? For example, here's another one. Check this out. Look at that. Bollinger Bands at the 90 level. You zoom in, right? Check this out. 1. You do not take an entry over here because this is where the crossover had occurred, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then you're out of the market. Okay guys, so let me just show you the parameters, then the video is done. Okay, so the first indicators that we have is our Bollinger Bands. The parameters should be like this. Period 10, deviation 1.000, shift -5, apply to close styles, 2 pixel green. Levels -0.1, -0.2, -0.3, -0.4, -0.5. Okay, so that is your first one. Okay, and the moving average parameter should be like this. The period should be 20, shift 0, method simple, apply to close styles, 4 pixel purple. Okay, and when it comes to RSI, parameters should be 1, apply to close styles, 2 pixel blue, levels 1910. Next to 90 you type sell, and next to 10 you type buy. Okay, and the Bollinger Band should be the same as the first one. Okay, so that is how you use the strategy, guys. If you find any value in this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, okay, because that will make my day. And also don't forget to join my free Telegram group. The link will be in the description. So thank you for watching this video.